Okay, now, this new AI bot over at OpenAI.com has been all over the news and social media lately. And the things this computer is capable of are scary. So, naturally, my first question is, how would a bot do in AP History or an AP Government class? And then right behind that came the next question a teacher is always asking, how might my students use this to cheat? And look, I know none of you watching my videos would cheat, but I'm talking to all those other students who would exploit new technology to cheat. That's who I'm thinking of. So here's what I'm about to do. I pulled 4 prompts from the 2022 exams for APUSH, AP World, AP Euro, and AP Government. I'm going to input those questions as they're written and see what this bot can do. And because these are kind of sophisticated questions that require sophisticated answers, I don't think they're going to do very well. But I will come back afterwards and give you my takeaways, so let's see what it does. But first, let me give you my predictions. I predict that I'm going to put an SAQ prompt in this bot. It's probably going to give me back something that could be usable. I don't know. But what I think is going to happen is that these SAQ prompts that the College Board writes, they can be very vague. They can be very hard to interpret. I think what I'm going to get back is not going to be good enough. Let's just try. So the first one I'll do is an APUSH SAQ from 2022. Let's see what it does. Briefly describe one way reform movements responded to economic conditions from 1880 to 1920. Now, here's what this bot does not know. This bot does not know that I'm talking about U.S. history. It doesn't say anything about U.S. history in here. It just says these vague things like reform movements and economic conditions. So here we go. Let's submit. Okay, it's thinking. Okay, here we go. One way reform movements. Oh, okay. One way reform movements responded to economic conditions from 1880 to 1920 was by advocating for labor rights. Okay, yes. Reformers sought to improve wages, work hours, and safety regulations in factories and mines through the creation of labor unions. It's pretty good. They also pushed for laws that would limit child labor and provide better working conditions for women. Additionally, some reformers advocated for a progressive income tax system that would ensure those who earned money paid higher wages than those who earned less money. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't even know what to do with it. That is a really good answer to that question. I thought it was going to be vague. But it's very specific. Labor rights. I mean, oh my gosh, I'm just now noticing. You know what it does? Okay, if you've ever watched any of my videos on how to write a short answer question, a response to a short answer question, I always talk about TEA, topic, sentence, evidence, analysis. This is in that exact form. Topic sentence, one way reform movements, labor right. That's a great topic sentence. Then the evidence, wages, work hours, safety regulations, labor unions, analysis, laws that would limit child labor, provide better working conditions, advocated for a progressive income tax that would ensure those who earn money paid higher taxes, those who earn less. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to do with this. This is way better than I thought. Okay, maybe you got lucky. Let's try that. Let's try one from AP World. Okay, this one's about the transfer of crops, domesticated animals during the Columbian Exchange and how that affected the environment. Okay, let's see. Whoa. One way was transfer of crops and domesticated animals. Introducing new species to different parts of North America. Introduction of foreign plants. Wheat and rice caused changes in soil. Oh my gosh. What? My mind is blown right now. Okay. See what it does with Euro. Let's see what it does with Euro. Explain one cause of cultural or intellectual change during the Renaissance. I think that's a pretty soft toss. I think it's going to be all right with this one. Here we come. Rediscovery of classical works from ancient Greece and Rome. During this period, scholars began to reassess the values of ancient texts, which had largely been forgotten. Rediscovery sparked a new interest in philosophy, literature, and science that eventually led to advances in art and culture as well. Many new universities were founded during this. Here's what's interesting. So far, what this bot has done, I don't know if it's pulling out of the curriculum that the College Board publishes. I don't know if it's been watching my videos. And if so, thanks, bot. But these are actually the illustrative examples that are listed out in the curriculum. Last one, let's try AP Government. Now, government doesn't have the equivalent of short answer questions where there's no stimulus involved. I think there's probably a way to give it the stimulus and give it the prompt, but I don't know what that is. If so, we could test it out on one of the AP Gov questions, but I'm just going to put the argumentative essay prompt in there, see what it gives me. Okay, are legal challenges or social movements most effective for changing federal policy in the area of civil rights? Now, in the argumentative essay, it will always give you 3 documents that you have to use. In this case, it's Federalist 78, the First Amendment, and letter from a Birmingham jail. Now, I'm not going to put those in there. If this bot pulls information out of one of those 3 documents, I'm I'm done. That's it. I'm out. That model is currently overloaded with other requests. Okay, let's try it again. Limit 10 minutes. Current, oh, guess I reached my limit. Okay, well, I'll have to do that one another time. Okay, let's talk about what we learned. Okay, so here are my takeaways. The first 2 are about the implications of cheating, and the third is about how this could actually be helpful technology for you in your classes. Number 1, can students cheat with AI? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, those answers were fantastic, and if your teacher sends you home with a handful of SAQs, this bot will provide the most perfect answers you could imagine. But that brings me to number 2. These answers are a little too perfect. If you've been teaching for more than 5 minutes, you know that answers like these are only gonna show up from at most 2 to 3 or a handful of students. And truthfully, the students who are capable of answers like that, apart from AI, are probably not gonna use the AI to begin with. And so listen very carefully here. I'm gonna tell you a secret that I have learned from many years in the classroom. You ready? Come a little closer. Come on. When a student cheats, especially on writing, it is obvious. We spend 5 days a week with you guys. After a couple of weeks, we know what you're capable of and what you're not. So if a student struggles with writing and then turns in answers looking like these, red flags all day. Look, even if you add a few words of your own to try to make it sound more like you, it is not going to work. Any teacher worth his or her salt will know. Okay, but let me say something positive about what I just experienced. Takeaway number 3, there are some occasions when you genuinely don't know the answer to a prompt you're given. And this could be really helpful, not as a way to cheat, but as a way to learn. If you've ever watched any of my videos, then you'll know I'm a big fan of learning by writing. If you hand wrote that response verbatim from your own learning, that would help you immensely. Even better, if you read it over and over again and then shut the computer and then rewrote it in your own words, that would help even more. And you know, nobody signs up for an AP class for funsies. You sign up because you want college credit, and to get college credit, you have to score well on that national exam, and on the exam, that AI bot will not be there to help you. So you have to put the paces in yourself to learn this. Okay, click here if you want me to teach you how to really study, and I think it's gonna help you. And click here to get my AP review packs for all the subjects that I talked about in this video. These are the things that are really gonna help you get an A in your class and a 5 on your exam in May. So I'll get you on the flip-flop. HEIMLER out.